Alright. We should be good to go there, hopefully. Internet seems to be holding steady, which is always a good news. Greetings and salutations. We are back for some more Fall Guys. Do like the lineup here. Keeping my eye on the internet thing here, because it seems to be lagging a little bit on my information screen on my actual streaming screen, but everything else seems to be working just fine. Right, a little more like Sparky in the box. It's a chill cat, which is good news because Habs is behaving despite the fact that I could not sit with him in this room the entire time. I think he's hiding under the bed, I can't tell, but it's been a good day for him at the very least. It's not as warm as he wants it to be, which I keep telling him that's a good thing, but that's just how it is sometimes. Hope your day's gone well so far. I did just before the stream, like, somebody took my gym, and, right, Hobbs might be misbehaving, shocker. But somebody took my gym just minutes before, like, I would set it for the stream. So, and I was like, well, I can't have that, right, pouting under the bed. But, I was like, well, I'm like, that's my gym, I can get myself out of the gym just fine. And this person knows full well I will knock him back out of the gym. There's no way he's gonna keep it around for too long. But, it became even more pressing because there was a raid that was gonna start in like 10 minutes or so, though, and I was like, well, I really can't let you have all that time in the gym. So I took it back and then had to rush back inside the house and then set up everything. It's like I'm running a little bit late than usual, but not too terribly so. Not too terribly. Luckily, I already had the computer on. Well, okay. I just got knocked sideways. Like, I get that there's there's usually some weird physics when it comes to momentum and whatnot, but that was straight up ugly. Like, that was... Don't even know what was going on there. Oh gosh, this gets... Yes. Just gotta make it across. Just gotta make it across. Use the wall as safety. That's fine. Alright. Right. All works out in the end. Alright, not too bad. I was like 7th or 8th place. But I was like, no, you know full well. The interesting thing about this guy who does take this gym is he doesn't attack my gym consistently. It's really unusual. Like, he's a level 28. Yeah, I'm wearing, like... So, the top half of my character is based off of a character called Shovel Knight, who has a little... He's got, like, a little Viking helmet thing going on as a knight, but his little weapon is a little shovel sword. It's adorable. I don't think this guy's gonna make it, by the way. I don't think he'll do it. Well, I thought it was actually gonna fall up short, but he did make it. There were definitely a couple people that fell off, though, so... That's just the thing. Woo! Ooh! Almost made it. That guy's not even there. See, I would, but I worked hard to keep that gym blue. I'm like, I worked really hard to keep that gym blue. You have no idea. There's definitely some yellow people who are ruining the game. So now that's That's my gym. I'll do spring cleaning for some of the other gyms if I have time and whatnot, so it forces me to walk and get some mileage down. All that work just to see there's a guy waiting at the end. Denied. But I do spring cleaning and try to do it for other people. Because there are jerks out there, and then there are people who are like, they're like, no, we're pretty chill about the whole thing. And they know that I'll go attack gyms to specifically free up spots. I'm also worse because I'm one of those people who has, I don't know, hang on. Yeah, 16 accounts. So, because the thing is that, like, you could try to work hard by placing strong Pokemon so that other factions don't take your gym. But if there's a consistent person or faction taking over the gym, the best way to make sure they don't take over the gym is just to stuff it with your own fodder accounts. So that's one way I keep a lid on things. I'm just like, no, I'll just take over the gym, all 6 spots, and then the rest of you can dish it out. The worst part too is like the person that has been attacking my gym recently of late. I don't ever see him actually place gyms elsewhere. Aha! Survived! Oh no! Did not make it that time round. Like, he only goes and attacks my gym, which is unusual. And I'm trying to see, I'm like, does he just walk towards the gym from the other side of the road, essentially? Or does he have a car? It's just seems unusual, because the other people who do attack my gyms do claim the other gyms. Both by walking and by driving, so I'm a little confused as to why this guy only wants my gym specifically. I get it, it's probably oh, what? So I didn't get it, but they did? And now there's an error message telling me. Alright, let me see about. Because there must be a couple things going wrong here. Let me. Okay, so I reset the stream. I'm hoping that fixes it because on my side of the page, like, because I have, like, on my little preview window, there is no chat flowing in whatsoever through my live chat, but I don't want to refresh the page because that can ruin the stream. Yeah, he lives close by, but I don't know if he's doing it on foot. If he was on foot, it would make more sense. But if he's driving around, I'm like, why doesn't he do the whole grab another gym? Because it's not like it would be hard to grab one of the other like 10 gyms, I think. It's ridiculously. I'm waiting to see when you guys are like, oh, something's gone wrong. Because I reset the stream. I'm hoping it fixes the problem. YouTube seems to be a little bit unusual since my chat window on the preview screen isn't working, which is unusual. Usually that's the one thing that is working the best. But yeah, ski fall here. I'll know for sure once you guys are all caught up when you start talking about hoops and rings. Yes! That's fine, I can take it. Yes! Alright, just another bronze. Or the gold, that works too. I was only just trying to get that forever. Take a quick look. Yeah, the preview screen on my thing looks fine. Well, fine's a strong word. Silent but deadly. Same as COVID-19. Same thing. But yeah, I lowered the bitrate of the stream. I'm hoping that the pixelation goes away. Well, that is. Some days it just doesn't cooperate well, which is really weird. I'm like, you'd think with the current, like, with having current settings as they have been for a while, like, you'd think it'd work out well, but no. Oh, I know what I could do. Let me disable the Wi-Fi. Whoops. On my... Oh gosh, my phone's locked. Just disable the Wi-Fi on my phone. That'll save some bandwidth. Well, there we go. Okay. I will tell you, having to fix the stream in between sessions, like in between the round 1 and round 2 of the game, like, a little sketchy. Whoops. There we go. Those light bars, super pushy. Just amazing amount of force behind them. Alright, stick to the back of the pack. It's always a good sign when that works well. Alright, make it through. Yes. Oh gosh, you don't... So this is a survival type of game. If you fall off, you're out. That's very difficult. Yes. Yep. All the meanwhile, you're trying to... Oh, okay. Yeah, this is fine. Whatever's going on here. Alright, freedom. On top of this being a survival race, it's a qualification race. And the most dangerous part of all, trying to survive the bumper wars. Oh gosh. Oh, that's just rude. I didn't think it would do that. I didn't think it was gonna do that. I did qualify from race rounds though for days. Yes. That should actually, I think, get me a crown. Yes! One whole crown, baby. Moving up in the world. I do like the crown shards. It makes it easier to acquire crowns on top of everything else. This is super nice. Right? Totally got smacked by the flipper. It was very unkind. Very unkind indeed. I hope the pixelation's gonna get better. We'll see once we've got the max number of players again. Because like I said, I did lower the bit rates, so hopefully it's less video for it to process. I'm like, sometimes, like, they say consistency is key, but YouTube doesn't always work well with me. Doesn't always do the best of when it comes to stability. Not to mention trying to stream a multiplayer-based game. It's rough. Alright. Like, come on. We can do this again. Need to qualify for more rounds. I know I'll get a level up in the battle pass because of the... when I started today, I only needed 400 like experience points to get the next rank in the battle pass. And the daily challenge is worth 450, so I'll get my daily level up at the very least. Just super nice. We're down to approximately 31 days left in the season. I'm also rank 31, which means I only need 19 more levels to get the final. Oh gosh, really? Alright then. I'll just get bumped around like it's nothing. Super rude. I'm like, why aren't my bean guys, like, more stable creatures? Okay, yes, that got sketchy. There we go. Oh, that poor Doom guy. We just gotta qualify. That's all that's gotta happen. Don't care if I'm in the back of the pack. There we go. Another successful landing. Yeah, for some reason my little live chat window isn't cooperating on my preview video. Seems to be working just fine on my actual window that I use to look at. But just unusual. I've never seen it where my actual YouTube studio page isn't functioning as properly as it should be. That's just how sometimes the cookie crumbles. It's a sad experience, really. There we go. Trying to think what else has been happening. Hoping it's not Wall Guys. Don't like that game. I do know there's a good chance that May looks like to be an incredibly busy month already. Not super happy about that. Because we've got... my sister is planning to move during the month of May. Don't know where she would like to move to. Don't know when it's gonna happen. Rather hoping... Like, she wants to move out of state. That's definitely the plan. She just has to figure out where out of state. Red's my favorite color. Usually I pair it with black. But I'm hoping when my sister finally does the moving thing. Like, it's not that I wouldn't help her out. I'm just hoping that she gets professional movers to do it. Not looking to do any cross-country moving, so. We've also got... right? It's a pretty good combo. We also have... We have friends who are also... That got super sketchy close. We've got some friends who are looking to move to a new house. Luckily not out of state. It looks like they're going to be moving essentially north and west of us somewhere. That's kind of the area they're looking at. But we might help them do moving stuff as well. It's not like there's a bunch of us who have been in the professional moving business, so you got that going on there. Trying to think what else is going to be happening in May. I had an interview for a job pretty recently. Yeah, Northern Arizona, Southern Idaho. Like, I told my sister, I'm like, even if you moved to Utah, like, which is technically classified as a desert, they do have seasons. More so than here. Like, me and my sister agree on one thing about Arizona. It's actually depressing living here. Like, we both hate it for pretty much the same reasons. I was just like, right? Like, we know some people who are professional movers. Not in the business anymore, though. I would bet there's a lot of water near where you guys live. Yeah, I don't know if I got the job. Like, I just had an interview for the job. But the on-site training is in Phoenix. Right, only in the wet areas. Which I'm like, oh good, like the site that's been of COVID-19 for all of Arizona, you know. That's good news. If I fail this, it's because I'm talking. Let's be real here. Okay, should be this one. Hoo-hoo, baby. To be fair, Arizona also has trees and grass, but they're all trying to kill me. So it's gotta be the right kind of weather. Golly, if I die... I do think it was this one. Because I think I was standing on watermelon. Oh, a couple people fell off. Sad story. Talking and playing is not like that I can do. It's that particular logic game where I'm like I have to actually memorize. Cause it's like sure you could try to go with the flow of the crowd, but I mean A, you have to be near a crowd, and B, you have to actually hope the right kind of deal. Hobbs would like the small chickens. Good thing I also hate this game as well. Good thing I hate the game. There we go. Well, failed that one. Should have moved to the... Oh gosh. Thanks for pushing it forward more. Alright, let me... Oh, he got it from reaching there. That's impressive. Could hurt them like a sheepdog, right? Alright. I'll just... I guess I won't grab it? I guess that's something I could do? I don't think I could actually dive into it. Yeah. Just a little too far from it, unfortunately. Oh, Nelly. Oh, baby. What? I didn't get it? How did I not get it? Alright. Alright, I can see how this game's going to be today. Like, clearly I jumped through it first. Right? It would provide him with a purpose. Oh, so close. Oh. Everybody wants this one ring. Oh, Nelly. Get it one day. At this point, this is the only way I could... Who got it? Oh, it's probably just someone jumping off of that one. I do hate this one. Let's be real. Because no matter where I go, there's never a ring. Look, and I finally leave, and there's a ring that spawns there, like... Alright. I see there's one there, but of course there's 1,000 people. Whew, Nelly. Oh, come on. Oh, good luck with that one. Grab this one here. Easy peasy. Yeah, I think that one's too far to actually grab. Yeah. I don't understand this game. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I clearly went through it. Like, we went in through the same side on that one. Alright. Climb back up here. Okay, cool. I guess I can't climb. That would be too much to ask for. Come on, little stubby. Alright, all I need is one beautiful ring. It's gonna just spawn here somewhere. There's that one, yes. Yes, okay, this is it. This is the ticket, boys. There we go. Holy crap. I don't understand how I qualified. I really don't. I really don't. Trying to think, yeah. Like, with people moving, seems to be just good. Seems to be fine. Like, at least, like, with my sister moving and whatnot, she called us to ask if, like, she could drop stuff off, like, as a permanent way to just pack stuff up for downsizing. Which we said sure, like, that's not a problem. It's like, and a lot of the stuff is like, cause she's having to look into stuff that she's like, is this stuff that I can honestly leave behind and never come back for kind of ideas mindset. It's not like before where it was like, she's moving in stuff that she's hoping to get back, you know, placed in a house again. She's like, no, I'm thinking about returning stuff, donating stuff, anything that lessens the load. She was also, I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna work out for her, but she's also thinking about getting rid of her, right? Just helps clean out the clutter a bit. But she's thinking about selling her little yellow carts, starting to definitely have some issues and whatnot. It's just reaching its usefulness. So she's like, I gotta get rid of it, which is fine. I'm like, I don't know where you'll get. It's like, I know financially you're in a bit of a tight spot, so I hope it all works out for you. Oh no, I fell. It was really close, though. Got cut on the edge, apparently, for some reason. All in all, though, like, all things considered, my sister's taking the idea of moving out of state pretty well. Seems to be in a better place. Like, we'll figure out eventually where she goes and whatnot, but you know, it's one of those things. I'm like, it's her decision, and I've been saying for years, like, you need to move anywhere up north. I'm like, even Northern California would be a better choice for you, honestly. But we'll see. There's a possibility she'll go up, like, because I know she enjoyed Washington while she was up there. I know she likes New York. I don't know if she likes the city itself, but she liked the state quite a bit. But we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. Because, you know, part of the ideas of picking a place is, you know, figuring out, can you find a job there, make some money and whatnot. But we'll see where she decides to go and all that. I know basically by the end of May, she pretty much, she's like that's the deadline. Like, she's like, I can't put it up past the end of May. It's good stuff there. And I've thought of the idea of moving out of Arizona as well. Couple of things why I wouldn't currently. It's pretty cheap currently, me living here in Arizona. And I'm like the tech business is actually starting to boom out because a lot of companies are moving out of California. Texas right now is going ballistic with how much. Yeah, you guys are idiots. Oh man, someone grabbed me. I was gonna try to fix it. Still jumped for it. I'll go for it. Nope. Like, good thing these guys are ruining the seesaw. Can't go for it. It's just gonna tilt so bad. Nope, let it be. Let it be. Much better. Oh gosh, come on. Come on, I'm the one who knows how this game works. I know how this game works. Oh gosh, alright. Where I would actually like to move to, like, would be, I've thought about moving towards, like, I would like to live somewhere, like, in Maryland, specifically country of Maryland, not in the city like Baltimore. No, no, no. No, that's a huge... Golly, who's messed up that seesaw? Guys, you're ruining that. Yeah. But of course the problem with Texas is that it's a desert. Also full of killer stuff. But East Coast would be a pretty good choice. Maryland was good out in the countryside. And they had, when I was there, they had some pretty good tech stuff out there. Not sure if that's the case anymore with some of the companies that had closed down and whatnot. But at least I qualified. That's important. I know Washington wouldn't be a terrible idea. That's where Nintendo of America is based in. So it's not like I couldn't find a tech job out there. And I'm like, technically there are opportunities of technology in Arizona, but like a lot of it is a lot more specialized in a given field. See, here's the thing. I'm not a city person, right? But I'm also not a desert person. And pretty much the entirety of Texas falls under both those categories. That's a problem we have with Texas. And that's why I wouldn't move there. I want to go back to a place where it actually snows and it's not unusual. You kind of just, there's like basically websites that are designed for job openings and whatnot. Like you look through essentially there to see what's, like who's hiring essentially, and then you see the companies. Because you can see like on these websites, you can see specifically like the position that's opened and who's specifically hiring for that position. And then that gives you an idea of like kind of what's on the market. But yeah, there's kind of like other like job websites. There's resources out there to help show you who's hiring and whatnot. And with the pandemic, it's not like that there aren't people hiring, but there's a lot of caution involved of hiring, both on terms of from companies and people joining stuff. It's actually pretty bad here in Arizona last I checked, where like there's a lot of like you have a lot of service style jobs, you know, restaurants. I don't know what's up with this guy here, but you have like restaurants, customer service type deals where they're looking for people to hire, but of course with a pandemic happening, that it's like people are really cautious to actually apply jobs for them. Last I checked, he was in Utah. I have no idea now. Like I sort of have lost contact with him. Some of it has to deal with the fact that my last phone broke and all my contact information went away, so I'm like, it's really difficult. I'm like, anybody who I had in contact with, I'm like, that's all gone out the window. It's like, well, I have to physically either find members of their family or find them in person kind of deal. Also, I don't use Facebook, so that's a big one. That's like, I'm not super, like, I'm not losing sleep over not knowing where he's at. I'm like, I'll find out one day or another. Because I'm certain if I looked through Facebook, I'm certain I'm still friends with him on Facebook. It would just be a matter of logging in, finding out what my login information is, and then hoping he's updated his Facebook status kind of deal. Oh gosh, I can't see. I was waiting it out anyway, but seeing is believing here in this game. There we go. But one of my other good friends, Tori, I'd lost his contact information as well. And then when he came down to visit with for his family thing, for a project that they're doing and whatnot, I was like, cool. I'm like, I know which one's your phone number now. But we've gotten back into a game we haven't played actually in a long time on the Xbox. We're like just starting to play that again. Oh gosh, no! I'm like, who pushed me? Who pushed me? Who ruined everything? Gosh, this has gone well. Trying to not fall into the slime. Right? Who also, ironically, I don't have information anymore either. Although I think it's now actually logged in my phone now? Oh no, I haven't fallen in the slime in a long time. This is just that one bumper. Caught me off guard. It's called Mass Effect Andromeda. Yes, incognito. Earned a lot of fame. Yeah, I haven't fallen in the slime in a long time. That is sad news right there. The saddest of news. But yeah, we played that for a little bit. Right. They've got the Legendary edition of the game coming out, which I actually plan to do a video about the Legendary edition with my thoughts on it. But basically, like, it's basically a remastered version of the trilogy set, but it's missing some stuff. So I'm like, oh good. I'm like, so I could just play the original games, which I do have the DLC for, all of it. Or I could buy the remastered version, which, like, at least the good news is, like, it's a serious graphic haul update, especially for Mass Effect 1. So I'm like, it needed it desperately, because 2 and 3 at least look consistent. Number 1 is a definite oddball sheep when you look at the original versus, like, the original Mass Effect 2. And credit where credit is due, the remastered Legendary Edition looks good, but it's some of the things they took out that I'm like, no, I can't buy that game. Not when I have the originals with everything attached to it. It's like, just, that's how it is. So, but like I plan to make, next week I plan to actually make a video about discussing my thoughts on the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect. The worst part is there are going to be people who will buy the game just for the graphic haul update, and I'm like, I hope those people aren't people who are complaining about, like, you know, having to buy DLC or loot boxes or whatnot, because that, I'm like, that would be pretty hypocritical to be, alright, this works, to be like, oh, complain about DLC and whatnot, and then you buy a remastered version of a game that already exists on current platforms. I'm like, so long as you're happy with buying a game you already own again, like, it's fine. There we go. We actually did pretty well. 4th, 5th, somewhere along that line. But yeah, no, I was like at first I was interested in the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect, and then as they were talking about things they've removed from it, I was like, nope, don't need it. No longer need it. But yeah, we'll, like, trust me, I have quite a bit to talk about in my thoughts about the Legendary Edition and why I won't be buying it. Honestly, like, if it comes available through, like, the Xbox Game Pass, I would try it out just to see the graphical update, like, myself in person. But I've already played the game. Like, I've beaten the game. If I want to go back and play the game, I'm just going to go load my save files that I have on my PC rather than, you know, make a whole new save file. It's a lot easier on the PC to just make a save file and then just start over with that. This is new. What's with this fan that's directly in the way of the jumping thing? I like it, though. Gives you a second to think about that. Well, I gotta go for it. Yes. This is working out rather well, I must say. I must say. What? Come on. Come on. That was just rude. Alright, I need everyone to get out of the way. That guy, yeah, that guy gets booted off the island. Revenge is sweet, I dare say. There we go. Jump to this one. Just go with the flow. See, he grabs me from like 1,000 miles away. I'm like, can we fix that, please? Right? I was totally on top of that. Was all over my jumping career. Last golden goof. Trying to think. I know there's like the poor guy there. I was trying to think what else was happening in May, and I don't remember. There's a good chance it's about to be one of the most stressful months in my life. I'm like, you could do it. You could walk all the way over. I'm like, I get it. There's enough people that will qualify, but I mean, you hang around too long. I don't think if you're waiting for Buddy, I don't think he's gonna make it, little one. Right. There we go. Spicy golden Virtuoso. Where's that? Moving on. Nope, can't think. I'm like, I know there's more stuff I have to do in May. I'm like, there'll be plenty of stuff to do. That's gonna happen. Right? It's a sweet name. Well, that worked out well. I was just accepting my mortality there. Alright. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Woo! Got into the wall. That's sad business right there. Alright, this is it. I finally complete one lap. That's fine. I can deal with it. That's completely fine. There we go. Alright, yes. Yes, it's fine. Yes! Okay. Requires a little bit. Okay. Yes, silver's fine. I'll take silver. I won't be able to get that silver. I can get this bronze. Nope! Nope, I changed my mind. Alright. I can't get that silver, unfortunately. But at this point, I just need a bronze. Perfect. Holy crap, I just made that qualification. I just made it. That guy was about to jump through the ring. He could have qualified. That was straight up 19 of 19. Boom. Alright. Alright, jump showdown. Good. Good. Just gotta not fall in the slime. Easy. We won once. There's also a billion more people, though, than last time. does not bode well. We gotta try to find a safe spot. That one guy, I don't think he was paying attention or thought that he could actually get away with it. Oh gosh. The split's a little bit too early, but I can't. Like, I probably could have dove for it at the moment I saw it, but... Oh gosh, no, that's rude. See, I would have preferred to be over there. There's so fewer people over there. Just sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh gosh. Great, so now there's 1,000 people here. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh, you're so rude, game. You're so rude. That's not even straight up fair. That's just straight up uncool. Just really. Really. Wow. Just about the rudest it could have been. Rudest ever. Okay. I'll play just the 1 rounds. I don't have to qualify in this round so I can actually sit around. But that was straight up rude. But even getting eliminated in this first round, it should give me 30 experience points, which should give me the next rank. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that, because I'm running low on time. We are running out of time. But sometimes that's how it goes. Hi. I was like, oh, I should check to see if there's updates for apps on my phone. There's a billion. Like, of course there is. I just gotta wait for 40 players. Like, not actually trying to win this time. It's unusual. It's super unusual. I guess there's no people now playing this game. I guess that just happens. See, now there's 60 people. Now it's gone well. Oh, good. I don't think I've actually ever lost on this stage. It is difficult. It's fun, but incredibly difficult game. Just like this was the first game I learned about sort of the new physics of the new season with like those little light bars of justice. I just wanted to see how my Pokemon were doing, if the raid was still going, but apparently I have no GPS signal. I know I'm inside a house, but plenty of times I've gotten my signal inside the house. So the absolute minimum is 40. It wants 40 people to work with. But you have to... It waits around for quite a bit to get 40. I think the lowest I've ever gotten to was like 42, 43, like total number of people. But usually you tend to go for 50s and whatnot. Wow, am I just in the worst spot for a GPS signal? Is that what's happening? I might just reset the phone. It might be a good sign to do that. But yeah, no, there's plenty of times I've checked like what's going on in Pokemon Go inside this very room. Just whatever it is, like today didn't want to do it. You gotta be more specific with light walls. Cause I'm inside right now. Like I'm inside a low gravity zone, so I can jump higher versus being over here. Other than that, the rest are just actually, you got walls and steps and whatnot. But the gravity zone ends like on this side of the wall. So it's actually just open air, as it were. Oh, okay, so that's see-through. That is good news. How did I checkpoint? How did I checkpoint? I didn't make it up here. That's where I was, down there where that guy was. So how did I get up here? I'm impressed. Not everyone can be as cool as I am. I'm just getting checkpoints left and right. Oh, I may have actually, because I walked up here checking out this thing here, and I think I accidentally checkpoint here. That would make more sense, actually. That's probably what happens. Because we did climb up the steps. That is true. Alright, sign back into the phone and let it reboot all the way. And good stuff there. I've got the number of tech problems that we're having today with the whatchamacallit, my stream window not cooperating. Like, no chat has been happening according to it for the past hour whatsoever. Got the level up though, and that's important. It was highly important. But that is it for today. We'll of course be back next week for some more Zelda, some more Fall Guys. And we're getting there. We're now ranked 33, which is really good. That means if I get a rank every day, I only need 17 more days before I get what I want, so the Faltron Destiny top suit. It's good stuff there. The interesting thing too is I've definitely missed a couple days of playing Fall Guys for one reason or another, but we're still making very good progress. At this point, I think we're almost at the point where we could go for like a rank every 2 days, and we'd still be on par course for that. But yep, thanks for dropping on by. Thanks for enjoying the stream, and I will see you next week. Take care, everyone.